Alright, Echoes of Silver. You're about to enter immersive storytelling. You cannot complete missions of other types while in this mode. Continue. Confirm.
I just got back from Waterfall Soup.
Is General Chop doing okay?
What happened? Did something come up with General Chop?
No, nothing really. It might not even be a big deal. It's just... General Chop mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for some time now. We haven't heard from her for a while either.
Maybe she's been busy with something lately. You know, like a mission.
On a mission? But even then, she'd still try to reply to messages from you. That's what she did before. This is starting to worry me now. Oh, if only her squad mates were with her.
A few days ago, Trigger visited Scout Outpost. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? They're closed right now. Don't worry, I'm fine. And I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Recently, she keeps getting redeployed and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. We are colleagues after all, so I thought perhaps you might have some information. You're in luck. However, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard and go get a good night's sleep, for her sake, if nothing else. Thanks. I'll do it for you too, Ray. I know you say that to everyone, but fine. Here goes. Someone who looks a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted in Hollow Zero. According to the eyewitnesses account, she was with some armed individuals who were not Defense Force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Trigger? Enter combat. And then...
I've got your back.
Can't use Soldier 11.
Wanna see the red?
Do I? Huh? Take a deep breath.
And
Don't. Did you? Standing by.
I have Soldier 0 Ambi, but she's not up to snuff. Because if you look at her stats, she's very low right now, and I only got her to D. I don't have enough for E, and I don't have enough for F ability. And her equipment, I don't have any disk drives. Same with her W engine, I haven't upgraded it all the way.
Number 0, Ambi.
I shall follow your orders.
One, standing by.
Maybe, should I use this Ambi? No, because she's not even upgraded either.
Ready for combat. Head-made Rena. Did you pick the anticipate? Huh? Do I really need to take?
Wanna see the red scarf?
Awaiting further instruction.
A mission? Take me along.
Ready and waiting.
I am eradicate all evil.
I'll use Miyabi.
My blade is ready.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, hold basic attack to enter sniper stance, allowing Trigger to fire consecutive sniper shots forward. When the skill hits an enemy, Trigger gains 25 purge points. With purge points, when other active characters in the team hits an enemy with attacks, they can trigger various aftershock attacks from Trigger. When an aftershock hits enemies, it increases the target's stun damage multiplier effect, which remains effective even when the target is not stunned. When Trigger has Purge, other active characters in the squad can activate Trigger's basic attack, Harmonizing Shot, when hitting enemies with a basic attack, dodge counter, special attack, or quick assist, dealing electric damage and accumulating days. When hitting enemies with heavy attacks from an EX special attack, assist, follow-up, or ultimate, they can activate Trigger's basic attack, Harmonizing Shot, Tartarus, dealing electric damage and accumulating a large amount of days. When hitting enemies with an EX special attack or ultimate, Trigger will enter coordinated support. While in coordinated support, other active characters in the squad can trigger basic attack harmonizing shot whenever they hit enemies with any attack without consuming purge and with no cooldown restrictions. Oh.
We've arrived at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind.
Well, that was easy.
Suspicious ether fluctuations over there.
What is this thing?
Recalibrating. Right. Show no mercy. I'll take point.
My blade is already sheathed.
Yeah.
Alright, let me grab this. Can I go up here? No. Bro, we're under attack. I'll go alert the others.
Can't see how pathetic you are.
Oh, I guess I couldn't attack him. Trigger subdues and captures an enemy. Don't hit me. You're from the Defense Force, a soldier of the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilante justice, can you? I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in a place where no one can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine, I'll tell you everything. You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours with that intriguing face. The others already restrained her and they took her away. That way. Is that so? Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger slams the butt of her gun hard against the enemy's mask. Ugh! The fake soldier's wailing doesn't save him from being forcefully put to sleep. Sending him into peaceful oblivion was an act of mercy.
That's Soldier 11.
Oh, dang.
Take out that sniper!
I won't let you take her.
Yeah,
Fine. Fire potent.
you won't get away.
You're in my sights. I'll pierce right through.
Amidst all the etheric turbulence, Trigger catches sight of Soldier 11. However, something feels different. Soldier 11 is not acting like her usual self.
Soldier 11! No. Damn it. You should have been no match for her. What did you do?
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
Release her. Or else you'll have my bullets to answer to.
Your friend is beyond help, Sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Silver's revival. Just as Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanishes into a fissure with Soldier 11 in his arms. More enemies begin closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed. Damn it.
Damn you. Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
Maybe they're trying to bring Silver Soldier Ambi back. That's probably what the context is. It's me. Sorry, could you help me relay a message to the captain when you have the time? Soldier 11 and I will both be using up all of our leave starting today. Are you going on vacation together? Without me? I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know. Soldier 11. Haven't you found her yet? Yeah, please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need my help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest. After all, Soldier 11's recent frequent redeployments are also on orders from the higher-ups. Then am I the kick or the hornet's nest? I want to be the hornet's nest. That way, You'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Why would I ever talk about hornets? Never mind. There's something else, too. What? There's more? I want to know. What does Silver's revival mean? Sounds like a new Astrid Yao album. You're so sleep deprived that you lost your sense of humor. Silver's revival, or whatever. Want me to ask about it on internet? You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Ah, stop it, you. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I order you to go and get some rest. A few days later, Trigger receives a call from her companion. According to her reply, she has already reached out to the informant through the internet. The contact information: a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger. A young woman holding a fried chicken burger. I hope I can recognize the smell of a fried chicken burger. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Anything burger related is Ambi. Young lady.
Hello.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on internet?
Yep.
Huh?
Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again?
I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar.
Yep.
Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
They've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Is that why she wears the choker? I didn't even realize that. She might have a scar under there and you just can't see it because of the choker.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the hollow?
Inside the hollow?
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
So, you're that Ambi. Sorry, I can't trust you yet. Then it looks like I must earn your trust. Let's meet in the hollow. Once you've seen my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, it's a deal. Let's each head back and prepare. Oh, I'm playing as Ambi now. Talk to the proxies. Of course, we gotta get them involved. Ambi, you still haven't gone back to the Cunning Hares? Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation and I don't want to drag the Cunning Hares into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, just not them. That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store and I'll bring you burgers. I'll bring you burgers too. Ambi, what? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand. Thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know. Alright, guess we're going to part 2. Yep, part 2. Echoes of Silver 2. A short while later. Ambi, are you going out? Yeah, is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice, burgers, milk, burgers, or anything? I might pass by a store on the way back from the Hollow. Off to the Hollows again. Just like that? I'm in an agreement with someone. Rest assured, I've already prepared the carrot. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need milk or burgers. We just want you to return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will. In that case, I'll be off. Let's go. And is it going to be Silver Soldier Ambi or... Oh, just regular Ambi. Let's grab this. Oh, it's a trap. Here I go. Trigger. You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11 is the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment. Nor has she ever been out of contact. We'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements. Adjusting for wind.
Alright, I need to get away from them.
Ether vision activate.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
Oh, sweet.
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Ooh.
Time to pin them down. I see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Ambi.
Yep.
A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
Yep. Regretfully so.
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities, how could that even be possible?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say. So, making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass-produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more... diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family.
Dang.
The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Envy. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it. Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology?
Oh, heck no.
Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
Really? So, that's how she is now.
She's the model example of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
No, I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
How could this be happening? There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it.
Let's do it then.
WCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation? Looking for wind. My bullets are one with the wind. Fire support ready. You're in my sights. Time to pin them down. Ether vision activate.
This feels familiar. I don't like it.
You're not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now. Adjusting for wind.
Eliminating target.
Go for it!
Thunder! Be gone! Evasive maneuver.
The target's weary. Here, I'm calibrating.
Is that another clone? Or replica, I mean?
What is that?
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
So there really is someone responsible for this that's related to the experiments. Inside a lab, tucked away in a building somewhere.
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever. Truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain. Ouch. Give me some meds, eh?
Hey,
You're the worst of any defect. I know you can't talk, but is there something wrong with your nerves too? Be gentle.
Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. I'm curious why that is. But you wouldn't understand such a complex question, would you? Because you're an idiot.
hey, that's a bit harsh.
Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now.
Oh, damn it. Hold up. Let me go to the log.
Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now, about our subject. She's still alive, right? Ah, there you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name. But looking at you now, you do have a pretty face. Pretty and pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common. Aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer a complete member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day. It was the day you...
Ooh, so this was the operation that failed.
Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you? Why not me? Why not Twiggy? Tell me why! They were all dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me. When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move. I couldn't fight back. I used to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment. I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story.
Meanwhile, outside the lab, Ambi and Trigger press their ears against the frosty steel door, listening closely for any sounds inside.
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
Ambi, what's the current plan? It's very simple. I don't even need a map to explain it. Infiltrate the palace and rescue Soldier 11. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the whole plan? Yep, please provide support from outside. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain, and so that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of the backup plans. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing now, right? I don't know why she's become like this. Her backup plans. What's her style? First, feign weakness before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. It does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it's a plan that would only be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Ambi. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand, and I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then. Ambi sneaks into the lab through the unguarded air duct. The metal ducts are freezing cold, stinging her skin.
This place is cold.
I sense the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent, too.
Oh my god, it's the theme song that Ambi was doing like in chapter 1.
Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11, wakey wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you? Won't you? Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me.
Oh, is she gonna beat her up?
Good. That's my girl. Now, let's continue our story. Where was I? Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs. Such kind-hearted folks. They sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. So I was sold off again. I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo. That's when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood. The only real distinction is we feel more pain. And that's when I met her.
Who's her?
She bought me as a trophy girl. Cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand. Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right?
Oh,
So
that's...
it hurt. It hurt like hell.
That's
Out of the blue,
bad.
she smiled at me. Looking back now, I think she must have noticed something unusual about my body. She told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar with everything about Silver Company, and was willing to help me. So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I'll ever use them for combat, but they serve their purpose, helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything. I remember our
ass.
home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own 2 hands to welcome new sisters into this world. That rogue doctor gave me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things together. And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company.
Oh, god dang it.
Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission. Because this is my home. Our home. So, do you like my plan, Captain?
Oh, she knows we're here.
When did you notice me?
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm.
Are you kidding me? Ah, the silent motherfucker.
You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we need to talk.
About
Give
what?
her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
Ambi rushes out of the lab and reunites with Trigger.
Trigger!
Oh, ow!
Say no more. I've got it. Increase firepower. Supporting. This bullet will reach its mark. Time to pin him down. Quick shot. Ether vision activate. Fire support ready. You're in my sight.
Neutralize.
The target's weary.
Nice.
That's the Captain Anby I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blood of this scum suits you. Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything I've been through, I thought I would have forgotten. But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Twiggy.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting. But I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that, Captain.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right. I am valuable. I understand that all too well now. Trash may perish easily, but not me. I'm valuable. Precious even. There's always someone who sees value in me. Just like you did before. Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows. Sure, I might be sharp, but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts. Competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
And who's your backer?
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that you, I, and our sisters were all evil?
We are evil incarnate.
So, we should all just be destroyed?
No, but we should not continue in our evil.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening.
She's not gonna buy that.
We should be eating burgers, watching movies, working a job, and going on dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive. You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do, I won't hold it against you. But that doesn't mean you can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
You know where I am, don't you? You know where I live, what burgers I like, what movies I watch, and who I spend time with. Since you know, you're welcome to visit me anytime, Twiggy. I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve, and then seek redemption with you together.
Captain.
We can still make things right before you make a greater mistake. Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you, but maybe another time. For now, we should...
The conversation is interrupted. Ambi is stunned to see a body tossed in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's pale, but there are still signs of life in her, and she's breathing faintly.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Ambi.
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From now on, you can stop acting like a captain and save this foolish talk.
Twiggy kicks the limp Soldier 11 on the ground. Ambi quickly lifts her up and hands her to Trigger.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Ambi, she doesn't look good. We need to get out of this hollow ASAP.
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back. I won't just abandon you.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of mush from someone who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it. Let's go, Trigger.
Twiggy stands and watches as Ambi leaves.
Hey, go contact you-know-who. Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the mess we're in! The junk she's brought won't fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Ambi's inner weakness.
Oh, come on.
She's let go of her most lethal weapon, her daring and ruthless fighting style. Now she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck. I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else all my efforts so far will have been...
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that!
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me. We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved with sheer violence. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it. It's not exactly new Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
Oh, god damn it. Ambi, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How is her? How is Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness. As you requested, I left her at a random play video store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Ah, now's not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Ambi follows Trigger to the video store. Ambi, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how is her condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? Ambi approaches Soldier 11 and softly calls out a name. Looks like it didn't work. Ambi lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave.
What is this place? And who am I?
You're awake, Harin.
Harin. Oh, that was her original name?
Great.
you're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
Oh,
I can see you're doing much better now, but I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember anything.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
Would the Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that. Proxy,
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
yeah. Because a fairy.
plus our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
Oh, no, not... What was it, Luna?
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops, I mean Trigger.
Charon?
There you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, manager. Jokes aside, I can't vouch for the Defense Force, but I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our friend too.
Hell yeah.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an energy boost. I'll be right back.
No, you gotta get the spicy noodles.
Not so fast, Anby. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite. Oh, they're not? What does she like then?
It seems
Spicy
Trigger already
noodles.
left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
We'll get you up and at him, Soldier 11. Hold up, let me check something. Alright.
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer. Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent officers. Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
But that's the truth. I have no excuses for that. I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger,
What?
tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Ambi. That's the point.
Damn.
If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss now. What are you planning to do next?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface again. But before that, I want to apologize to Soldier 11.
Apologize? But given the current state of her memory, she might not remember it afterward.
That's the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the best choice for my cowardly side.
Dang. I really hate that she has to go through this.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. Alright, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either. But I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for our patient.
Alright. Do random play. Talk to the proxies. Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right. So we're billing it all on the Cunning Hare's account. No! Oh? As of right now, I am not Ambi of the Cunning Hares. But you walk, talk, and look like Ambi of the Cunning Hares, so you must be Ambi of the Cunning Hares. Whoa, how can we possibly keep teasing you when you're making a face like that? Jeez, look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. It is objectively very soft, Ambi. Ambi, I also think it's best if you go get some rest now. Tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive an enormous electric bill anyway. Or maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Wow, I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad you have the energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't pull myself together. Oh, what is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much. It's a date. A date? Good night. On to the last one. How much time do we have? Oh, I don't think I have enough time. I'm gonna do the final bit in a separate video, so I will post that right after.